Hi everyone. Today we're going to be working on problems that involve intensive physical properties. So let's remember that intensive physical properties are properties of matter that do not depend on the amount. So that means no matter how much of it, that property is still going to be something that we can measure and observe without changing the chemical composition of that matter. So let's read this practice problem. Which of the following are examples of intensive physical properties? So we're looking for intensive physical properties, or properties that do not depend on the amount. Let's take a look at the first one. A, weight. Weight changes with how much matter we have on it. So that's definitely not an intensive physical property. So we can go ahead and cross out A right now. So A is definitely not one of our answers. Let's take a look at B. Color. Color. Does color change when we add more of the same substance? It doesn't change. Nothing turns from green to yellow if we add more of the same substance. So color is something that is definitely an intensive physical property. C, odor. Odor is how something smells. So does that change when we add more of something? Maybe the smell becomes stronger, but that doesn't change the smell. So that is definitely another example of an intensive physical property. D, width. That is one of the dimensions that we talked about earlier, length, width, and height. So those are things that measure how big something is, and that is the size of something, and that can definitely change depending on how much of something we have. So width is also not one of our intensive physical properties. Lastly, we have temperature. And temperature does not depend on how much of something we have. Either something is hot or cold, and it doesn't really matter how much of that thing we have. So E also is an intensive physical property. So for this answer, color, odor, and temperature are all examples of intensive physical properties. So B, C, and E are our answers for this question.